Hey, what's up, peeps? I was waiting till it all got done. I almost did, and just wanted to sit down and get a hop on the mad mic right here with Michael Irvin, with the playmaker Mike Irvin. I wanted to hop on this mad mic right after the Cowboys game. But I said, don't do it right now. You're too emotionally involved. So I waited. Put it off. Don't do it right now. Watch the rest of the game. Watch the rest of the day's game. And, see how things play out. I had a lot of people in my restaurant that were still from the Saints since they waxed us last week. A lot of them had playmakers today. Saints wanted to watch the Eagles game, before the Cowboys game. So they were all there. I said to them, y'all dirty dogs. You dirty, dirty dogs. You border us. You live right there next to us. And anytime anything disastrous happens in New Orleans by the storms, what do we do right here because they border us? Everything's big in Texas. We open up big arms and we welcome them in. We say, come on in. We'll take care of you. What you need, we got you. And every chance they get, they stick it to us. Every chance they get, they stick it to us. They double down on us. First, they whooped our ass like they did. And then the week after that, they couldn't go whoop Philadelphia's ass like we needed them to. I said, yo, just stick it and stick it. Okay. It's the end of the day. You know what I'm saying. Yeah. I just have to deal with my hurt. And I don't mind saying that I'm hurt. And I'm not, I knew that they did not have an ability to stop the run, and I saw the same thing from the Dallas Cowboys. I knew that. Now, I said on Speak, when I'm working with Joy and Key and Paul, I said, this is a bad matchup for the Cowboys because of what they do and the people they have with the ability to run. See, if the Ravens use the game plan they used against the Cowboys tonight, if they stick to that game plan against even the Kansas City Chiefs, they'll beat the Chiefs. What happens is they try to get out and do Patrick Mahomes instead of doing what they do. That was Raven football. And it's right now, that kind of football is absolutely the kryptonite to Clark Kent and that other dude he turns into called Superman. You see, but Dallas don't have the ability to stop it. So the only way, since you don't have the players to stop it on defense, you have to turn to the other resources and try to do it on offense. And I saw something tonight. I saw a team that said, oh, we're not just going to be physically running the ball at you, which we know you can't stop. We're going to see if your main receiver can handle us being physical with him all game long. And that's what they did. They kept somebody on CD and they made contact with him a lot of the time, knocked off the timing. And when he did any under routes, everybody watched CD Lamb. That's what they did. Now, even though the Cowboys made a run at the end of the game, first we can say at least you showed you have some fight. About 8-10 minutes left to go in the game. But you still didn't complete the comeback. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. And I even heard what Dak said, jump off the bandwagon if you want. Dude, honestly. Come on, man. I love that. But come on, man. This ain't the time to show bravado, false bravery. This ain't the time. You just lost the game. Come on. The second game in a row. At home. Third game in a row at home because you lost the playoff game. This ain't the time for you to be questioning the people loyalty to the damn organization. It's time to question the effort and loyalty of the mugs. Not on the fan stand, not in the stands, not the media, dudes in the uniform. You guys are making a decision. What happens here happens because you guys are making a decision to either make it happen or allow it to happen. So don't get mad at people if they so choose to say, I'm hurt and I'm done. Because they're hurt and they're done. Give them the right to have that emotion. Sometimes it makes me wonder if you really understand even what this means to those people. A lot of those people, I don't know, I'm not getting on Dak, but I'm talking about everybody. And I knew, and maybe it's different here. And this is what, my mind don't let me rest on it. And then my heart hurts on it. So I have to try to figure it out. Like I saw, I lived through it. I watched my dad and how he acted through it when the Cowboys were winning in the 70s. You know what I mean? I was growing up. My dad was a huge Cowboy fan. So it was glory days. And he was living the glory life. And he poured that into me. Clutch 88. I'm telling you, I told you about that. And it's rooted. It's rooted because we had such highs as winning championships. And then, we had such highs of winning championships in the 90s. But, man, that was 30 years ago. So now these kids, over the last 30 years, unlike me and my dad, they never had the championship years to root them in it. They hear the stories. They hear everybody talking about America's team. And this is why I was saying even the other day on Speak, like I'm worried about losing the moniker of America's team. Because if the last 30 years, there has been no one to understand really and enjoy the highs of it, then how can they get rooted in it? When someone says rooted, you do know that when a tree goes high to the sky, it only goes as high as it is rooted in the ground. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And it's so funny I'm even on that subject because that is I swear to you, that's exactly when you hear, oh my God. That's exactly what I had to write, and that's exactly what the pump-up speech is about. Because that's what the coach, has been speaking about. It's about being rooted in it. It's about a foundation. And it certainly doesn't look like a foundation. One or the other. I mean, if you're going to be run on like this, then we have to be a high-scoring offense, so we can help take away some of the weakness of the defense. Let's make sure we go up by 14 points to help take out of the run, to take the run out of the game plan for the opponent, since we can't do it physically with our defense. This is the harmony of a football team and how it must work, man. So, yeah. We need some more explosive offensive talent. I don't know where the Cowboys are going to get it, and I'm worried about that. I know, do you do something before the trade deadline? I'm worried about that. All of that, because I don't know how that's going to play out, and I'm worried about it. Now, what would make me not worry, Michael? What would make me not worry? I will give you examples of what would make me not worried, so you can understand why I am so worried. I watched Kansas City Chiefs when they played tonight, right? When they got Juju Smith-Schuster. Isaiah Pacheco was out. You see, Andy Reid, mastermind, brilliant, offensive-minded coach. A brilliant offensive-minded coach can take good talent and make it look great. Can take great talent, and make it look excellent. Excellentos. So he can take a Juju Smith-Schuster. I love Juju, that's my dude. I'm just being playful here to give you a way to see it so it activates your brain. He can take players off the scrap heap, put them on the team, and they look like all pros. They look all pros. Just like that. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Shanahan can do that. He can take players off the scrap heap. Jawan Jennings goes off, plays great. 3 touchdowns. Never before in history, because he's good at taking talent and making his system beat a defense. It's his system. It's not talent beating talent. It's not me beating you one-on-one. It's really, you got 2 guys over there on your defense, I'm going to put 3 guys over there. And I'm going to throw the ball to the open guy. It's my system beating your system. It's not one-on-one, Mike Irvin, Deion Sanders, let me see you go win the route. You see what I mean? There's the difference. Kyle Shanahan and Andy Reid, they're great at making their system beat your system. That's why they can take the lesser talented players and still succeed. And still do good things with them. But that's not the Mike McCarthy stamp. That's not the stamp that he carries. So I'm worried about who the Cowboys can get, because we do need somebody. Because if you're not going to be able to stop the run, you got to be able to put points on the board so it can help take the run away to help your defense. And I just don't know who will help the Cowboys. Let me just go through something right quick. I'm going to go through some teams that surprised me. I just want to talk about that right quick. Denver beating Tampa 26-7. That was a surprise. And I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to be straight with you, man. Watching Denver. I can't even. Cowboys, man. These damn I got to deal with that in the morning. You know, I traveled here. I'm in LA now. I have to deal with it in the morning. Keaton gonna be laughing. And, oh, God, I got to deal with it. Hey, let it go. Let me talk about the other stuff. Denver and Tampa. I must admit, watching the interviews after the game, because I watch the interviews after the game, because I'm trying to take in information. That's what I do as an analyst. I need information. I want to see, not just what you say, I want to hear how you think. And I always loved Sean Payton. I always told everybody, you guys know I love Sean Payton. I wanted him to be the Cowboys coach one day. I wanted Sean Payton. I love him. But when that thing went down with Russell Wilson, that bothered me. And we lost favor. As a matter of fact, I was having dinner with him. I was with Mike Tomlin and Mike McDaniel, and Coach came in. Coach Payton came in the room. We were in Indy. At the combine, I felt kind of funny because I know I always loved Coach Payton. But I did say something about what I saw on the sideline with Russell Wilson because I didn't approve of it. And it made the room feel funny. I felt funny in the room. Maybe it was just me, but I felt funny in the room, you know. But when I listened to him do his interview today, I remember why I love him. When he talked to his team, you know what I mean? That's good stuff. When he talked to, he knows they were in hard times. He said, we've been in hard times, but that's what being a man of grit is about. It's about fighting through those hard times and then seeing the great story and the great glory from your hard story. You know, when you win like they won today. And then they interviewed Bo Nix. You can't help but like that fellow too. He was just so happy to talk about we played together as a team. We did it together, you know. And dude, I'm telling you, I swear to you, what I felt when I heard him talk like this, I remember them winning 15 days. I remember it. I remember how good it felt to get that one. When you lose that much, boy, you start wondering, and then you get that one. When I heard them talk about that in that post game, I must admit I can't help but like them. And I just love Sean, but I maybe like him. And I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You know, who am I? Remember, my number is 88. 8 stands for new beginning. I'm the Negro that has needed a lot of new beginnings, so I'm always willing to put the mat down. Take a little mat. Put the mat down and give somebody else a new beginning. I don't mind, I'm cool, but I like it. So I'm in love with Sean Payton and Bo Nix again now. Oh. So I'm going to get on that. I don't mean to digress or jump, but there's one thing now, I'm going to give you that. I want to go to the next game. The Giants beating Cleveland. Giants 21, Cleveland 15. I'm going to tell you what's so crazy about this. The defense for Deshaun Watson. And I said this when they signed him years ago. I said, man, you guys are tripping. It's about $45 million a year. That's going to be the low-end money for top quarterbacks in the league in a few years. Dak just signed for 60. You see what I'm saying? 65, next 2%. So 45 is low end. So I thought Cleveland was winning in this deal. And then I said, look at it. Cleveland, 45. Daniel Jones got 40. Daniel Jones got 40. They paid 45, and Deshaun Watson may return to Houston, Deshaun Watson. And now, that's why I was so interested in this battle. And to see Malik Nabers and Daniel Jones do what they did and say, oh, no. We'll still debate if the Giants' money was well spent. Because now, and I say debate, I know a lot of people have made up their mind about Daniel Jones. But I'm going to tell you, grab them rings and whoa. You know why? Because now he has a true number one in Malik Nabers. That touchdown in the back of the end zone, let me give you just a quick deep to take with you on the difference between a pure receiver and a developed pass catcher. Go back and look at that play, and you see when he caught the ball, he was fully aware, what I call air awareness and field awareness. When he came down, both legs inbounds, and he dead-legged it and fell to the ground with that catch. That's a natural pass catcher. Natural receiver. A natural receiver like me. How do I judge natural receivers? All natural receivers catch everything thrown their way. Malik Nabers is like me. I guarantee you, if you go talk to his mother or anybody that was in the delivery room when he was born and the doctor grabbed him and the doctor reeled back his hand and brought it forward and threw his hand at this behind to spank it, Malik Nabers, just like I did, caught the doctor's hands. You know why? Because he's a natural receiver. He's born to catch anything thrown at him. And now, that's why I say the book is still out on Daniel Jones. I gotta give him an incy-bincy time with this natural born receiver. And if he can deal with him and form something with him, he may become a natural born killer. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let that go right there. Yeah, the shocker would be the Panthers beating the Raiders. I said shocker because this. No way. But I said, oh, think about this. Joe Flacco, Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton comes in that game, and now every guy on that offense said, oh my God, the right guy gonna get the ball. So now they raise their game way up here, and they play at a different level. And Andy is smart enough, he's been around long enough, he's just making the right decisions. Not anything Andy doing great, he's just making the right decision. The true gift is they were trying to get a young, talented guy to learn how to make those decisions and then still use his other young talent. We've seen Andy Dalton train. We know he can get you to a certain place, and he can certainly make them better than they were. But he had a whole lot of years over in Cincy, and I don't think they went to no Super Bowls either. So I'm just throwing that out there. You know what I'm saying? But that was a big win for them taking over on the Raiders. Interesting enough, I want to see what happens with my man Antonio Pierce. He said he felt a lot of his players were making business decisions out there today. That means they were saying, I don't want to take that hit, but I want to pick up that check. That's what we call in the NFL a business decision. Oh, you don't want to come out here and play hard, but you want to pick up that big check? You make a business decision on this field, I'm going to make a business decision on you in the office. That means I get your ass up out of here. I will cut you. Watch, let's see what happens with Antonio Pierce. Because I know that's what Jimmy Johnson would do when he see that. Now, this I don't want to call a shocker, but I will put it on my surprise category, and then I'll let this thing roll over, and that's the Rams beating the 49ers. Matt Stafford, that's Matt Stafford. Still puts you in a place, make a drive, make a few plays here. What they learned tonight was you can still have good players that can make plays, and that's what Kyle Shanahan does. He can take a B player, make him look like an A player because he's so great with his scheme. You take an A player and make him look impossible to stop because he's so good with his scheme. But when you have those B players, like he did tonight, because his top guys are out, the Debo Samuel's out, those top guys are out, and Debo's the heart and soul of it. It's when you get down to the last few minutes of the game, you see the B guy can make plays all day, but it's the pressure plays that win the game. And that's the reason you, as the number one, get paid what you get paid, and he, as the number two, gets paid what he gets paid. And at the end of the game, that cost the 49ers. You see, it's a thin line. Malik Nabers, a pure wide receiver, kept her feet in bounds. Likely, with the Ravens, not a pure wide receiver, basketball player, talented man that can run and catch, that we made a wide receiver. Did not know the dead leg that catch in Kansas City, where you could have won that game. That's all I say. That's all I say. That's all I say. I want to drop two things on the Mad Mike before I get out of here. Hear this, peeps. The first one is that the people, the good people, because I love New York, of New York City. I want you to ponder and wonder who you are and how you're so proud about the way you are, and you get on everybody. That's how we are. I'm tough on people. We all will tell you how we feel. Do you really think that's the best course of action? Because what you're doing here, and I love what I see. I just talked about Daniel Jones, and now the other guy is Aaron Rodgers. I love what I'm seeing with the Jets and Aaron Rodgers, but let me tell you something. Could have had this a long time ago. I want you people to look at yourself and say, how the hell is old quarterbacks that we threw the hell out of here? That we threw the hell out of here. How the hell are they playing like they're playing? How the hell are they the only two quarterbacks that are undefeated in the NFC? How the hell is Sam Darnold and Geno Smith? I'm laughing about Geno because I did a skit last year with Inside the NFL when I said, look at how Geno Smith has taken off once he left New York and all the shit they gave him. I'm bullshitting, but I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Confidence matters, and how people see a man matters. Because if he's not strong enough, he starts believing what others see. And all you could do is be yourself, bro. You see? Scary. Scary. You had them dudes, they know who they were. And now, they go to some smaller place. They can appreciate them. They're cheering about them. They can walk in the corner store and the grocery store. They got peace about themselves. They got pride about themselves. And look at how they perform. They're 3-0. The only team and the only players that are 3-0 in the NFC. Get off that, Mike. Get off it mad anyway. But one last thing I want to say. One last thing I'm mad about. And then I promise I'm going to let you go. I know I said that a few times, but I'm going to let you go last time. I promise. Are you shitting me? WNBA, are you shitting me? You're putting Caitlin Clark's first playoff game up against the NFL. Stop, Michael. Don't talk anymore. Are you shitting me?